advantage, which meets the requirements of the Florida statute. A quorum has been established. We have Dale Hartzell and Ray Gagnon present via teleconference. I make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes from the last meeting of September 24th, 2013. Anybody want a second waiving the reading of the minutes?
Yes, Debbie, I'll second that motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, that motion's passed. Before we go on to the management report and financial review, we're going to have an open forum and let you speak on any of the items that are on the agenda that you'd like to speak about.
There's a sheet here. We did it a little differently this time.
Can I get a copy of it?
Right there. Okay, we have Walter
Yeah,
at 118.
I just want to hear what Debbie's got to say, then I'll say what I think.
Well, this is your opportunity for 3
You
minutes.
know, I'm here listening, and then if I have something to say, I'll get up and say it. I just put the name on there so I'd have
But this
a
is
right to speak.
your opportunity to speak, sir.
This is the only opportunity I have.
You have 3 minutes to speak. This
I
is
thought you said that if we had a question, we had to put our name on it.
That's what I understood.
a question.
If I have a question with
Right.
something
So now would be the
that's
time.
been, don't listen to me a second. I understood if I had a question about something that was brought up, and I had something to say back, that I had to sign that paper to even say anything back. Now you're telling me I need to speak before the meeting. That's not right.
No, this is for you to address whatever issues. You've had the agenda for more than 48 hours. You knew what the board would be discussing this evening. So this was your opportunity to put your name and what item you'd like to discuss. Make, your opinion, give your opinion.
Yeah, okay. Closing of the garages.
Okay?
Now, I noticed on here you're saying you're underfunded reserves. What makes and who made the decision to throw away $8,400 a year? You're underfunded. That money you could spend to send out more letters about nuisance. $1,600 to spend on a nuisance letter, you could use that, couldn't you? I think you ought to be putting that $1,600 back in the fund that you wasted. I feel like that was a waste when you go and hire lawyers over personal problems. That was a waste of fire funds. And to shut down the garages is another waste of funds. And when you come around and ask the owners for an assessment, you're going to hear more about it. I think you need to leave it well enough alone and quit trying to push things on other people. If you've got a problem with everything else, you need to address it. And quit using your seat as a way of addressing things to change the rules to satisfy yourself. You understand where I'm coming from? The people elected the directors to represent the people, not for their self.
Amen.
Okay,
You're not recognizing the people. You're not recognizing the owners. The owners have not had a say-so on a lot of stuff. And I think you need to look at that more and a lot harder before you make a decision on what you're going to do. That goes for you too, Greg, and you, Dale. Listen to me.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Tim Pratt, 410. What did you want to address?
Hi, I wanted to address my extension for the garage, only because I've accepted a position out of town, down in South Florida, and I could use an extension. In addition to, I help William Johnson, who's handicapped and can't drive, so I'm going to have to be helping him get out of the garage. So I would like to see at least a 30-day extension, so we can make arrangements to do that. In addition, as I mentioned before, and I didn't see in the board minutes, Debbie, I would like for you to resign from the board. forward for the
Amen.
better of the neighborhood.
I'll second that.
I think you're very divisive. I think your intentions are well, but I think you lack tact. I don't think you know how to approach people. And I think you've been very divisive for this community, and I think it's better off for the entire community for you to resign. And I think it's in everybody's best interest that we can move forward and live together as a community and we can all get along. And I would hope you would take that under consideration, because I know I'm not just speaking for myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Person is, unit
That's
4.
me, Wayne.
I'm sorry.
So I'm from Connecticut, and I just heard all this about the garages. So I just want to know, why we're getting removed? 'Cause I wanted one. I wanted to get in line to use the garage because I want to bring a car up here from Connecticut. So I'm just trying to figure out why you got rid of it. Who made that decision? So I need that answer.
Okay, it's not an agenda item that we're discussing at this board meeting, but after the meeting, I'd be happy to
I
explain
thought
this
it
to
said
you.
we're discussing the garages on the
No, we're
paperwork on
discussing,
by the front door.
we're
the
discussing
garages.
the extension requests.
And now that the minutes are approved, you can read the minutes. Everything, all the board's decisions regarding garages.
So no one can answer me why we're getting rid of the garages?
After the board meeting, because the board meeting is to address all the agenda items.
And that's not accurate.
Tim, you've already
Brenda.
had your chance to
That's
speak.
not accurate.
Tim, you've had your chance to speak.
But that wasn't accurate. If we're gonna state facts, let's state facts.
Tim,
please.
you've had your chance to speak.
Okay, but
Sir, is there
if you
anything else
guys
that
can
you want to say?
fabricate and I can't,
Sir.
state facts.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Is the decision made on the garages, so we're not gonna use them anymore?
The decision was made, it's in the minutes, and I will talk to you after the meeting to explain, answer any questions that you have. Because it's not an agenda item, it's not fair to keep these people here for an extended period of time, discussing things that aren't on the agenda.
And I
Okay,
gotta
well, we
roll
need
with
to see
it.
the minutes of the meeting.
The minutes are,
No, we got the minutes of the public meetings. We need the minutes of the private meetings where the decision
those are all the
was
minutes,
made.
those are all the minutes. So
We
anybody
didn't
else?
get them now, that's the problem.
Okay, that's all the people, so
Yeah,
the
but
open forum, no, the open forum is over, and we're going to the, management report now.
And the minutes
Excuse me.
weren't accurate or
I
reflected
just
what
wanted
was
to ask,
stated. They pick and choose what they put in the minutes.
Yeah, I asked you if you were done.
and I didn't answer.
You sat down. We are on to the management report. Brenda, Brenda, please respect her and let her say her report. You guys will have an opportunity on each agenda item. I will ask you if you have questions and
It's a
we'll
joke.
address your
But is it
questions.
after, but Debbie, I didn't get that.
You didn't get what?
That sheet to sign it. I would sign it right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Down here. Agenda item.
That's the minutes of the meeting.
Oh, I remember.
Okay, Steve, go ahead.
Okay, I think on the agenda item of ratifying decisions made in meetings that did not have minutes, that all decisions need to be fully disclosed before any vote can take place today. That none of the items that have to do with decisions made in between meetings should be voted on, because this board is having transparency issues, and we, the owners, the only ones present, because we were given the state statute 48 hours to have a meeting where most of the people live out of town on a Wednesday night. On a Wednesday night, instead of on a regular schedule where we can discuss on a monthly or even bi-weekly, or if it were a well-run community, bi-monthly or quarterly, where all items that need decisions could be put forth and let people discuss them, just like you're letting us do tonight, but not in a blanket past 6 months, but on a, well, this is what the future holds for us, and we have some trees that need to be removed, and some